Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Tired, these nerves on fire, and still not done. These goals are moving, 'cause they are not defined. And all of them fade, and all of them fade, through cables and pain, through cables and pain, sleepwalking sleepwalking every day, through cables and pain, through cables and pain, through cables and pain. And
Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. It's your t-shirted historian. You know, I'm actually working on a new piece of music for our intro. I have been for about a year now. Because I'm such a fuck up, though. I haven't gotten it done yet. So, yeah, what can I say? Just another day in my life, you know. Should be good when I finally get it done, you know. Until then, I guess you're just gonna have to suffer with the regular stuff that we have put together. 3 years, 3 years, and still not monetized. Story of my freaking life. But we're getting closer. We're closer now than we ever have been. I mean, and I could honestly say that every year, right? Because we're, you know, every person that subscribes is one person closer to 1,000. You know, we've got all of our watch hours, we've got all of our verifications and everything in place. We just got to get our subs together, and we're gold. You know, hopefully YouTube will take a look at our channel and say, "Hey, yeah, okay, we deem you worthy of putting ads on, and then we will make money from your channel and pay you a pittance." Because they do. I mean, I have no illusions about it. They're not gonna, you know, hand me thousands and thousands of dollars every month. That would be nice, but it's kind of the same thing about TTRPG design and stuff like that. When I first got into it, every bit of money that I made, and it wasn't very much, by the way, and it still isn't very much, by the way, but when I first got into it, since I was working on 3D art all the time, I literally would turn around, take all the money that I made, and go and buy more models and things to use. And I still do that to this day. I reinvest so much of my own money back into what I do because, a hobby that is self-sustaining is better than a hobby that you're hemorrhaging for, which is probably why I don't play Warhammer or collect Magic the Gathering anymore or any of that stuff, because those are hobbies that are not self-sustaining in any way, shape, or form. I mean, unless, of course, you decide to get into the business of selling Magic cards or painting Warhammer figures, in which case you're still going to come out on the short end on that, because being a professional painter, I'll tell you, it doesn't pay that great either, unless you're, Golden Damon Award, pro level, with lots of subscribers on your channel and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, when I started this channel about 3 years ago, I wanted to do music video reviews. I wanted to do movie reviews. YouTube very, very quickly disabused me of that notion with their copyright claims. So I figured out really fast, yeah, you really can't do that. Or if you do, you have to be very, very careful about it and only do like a certain amount, or you have to filter it or whatever. And it's just, why? So then I thought, okay, well, why don't we do, I'll do videos. I'll do short videos and stuff like that, because I see lots of other people doing short videos and stuff and making lots and lots of money on YouTube. And, I tried that. It's a huge pain in the ass to do a short video. I don't know how Grim does it every single week. I think he must like roll out like tons of them every week or something. I don't know how he does it. I enjoy making videos, but it is a long process. It's a long process of putting images together. Recording the audio doesn't really take so long. Writing the script doesn't necessarily take so long, but editing everything together takes a long time. Even if it's a short video, even if it's only like 5 or 6 minutes, it still takes a long time. And of course, the copyright claim system doesn't make that easy, because you usually have to submit a video 2 or 3 times to see what's getting claimed or what's getting you in trouble before you can upload it. So, the guys out there who actually still produce, straight video content, my hat is off to them, because it's not easy. I much prefer the live streaming variety. I like being able to interact with guests. I like having an audience, I guess. I don't know. Maybe this just strokes my ego. I don't know. But it's easier to deal with overall. So I would much rather stick to a live format. Unfortunately, YouTube, they like shorts, they like videos, they don't really like live streamers. People keep saying, well, you need to get on Twitch. Well, I don't want to do Twitch. I want to do YouTube. YouTube is kind of where I got started, and this is kind of where I want to stay. I may consider building a Twitch channel and, simultaneously broadcasting to both. I might even build a Rumble channel and upload stuff to there. A lot of people are doing that, but I've always been raised on the idea of, you stay with the girl you brought to the dance, and by God, I came to this dance with Susan, and even though Susan has already left the dance, I'm still here, damn it. So this is where I'm going to stay until I am monetized. So thank y'all for hanging out with me, and some of y'all have been with me since it all started, and I'm very grateful to you. Snortopupus, our wonderful bear, I think has been with us since the beginning. Squeaka has been with us since the beginning. She left the Week in Geek recently, but as she wishes. Snowdub has been with us for a long time. Diversity and Dragons. Hey, how are you? Parrothead's been with me for a long time. Keely Chow has been there since the beginning. Low Spec has been there since the beginning. How you doing, Jeff? Green Dragon has been there very early on. Thoth is one of my panelists, but he's also one of the people who has been with me for a long time as well. And Violence has also been there for a long time. My panel has changed since it first started 3 years ago. A lot of people left or were removed for various reasons or have gone on to doing other things and can't be with us, and I respect that. Things happen. But some of the guys who've been with me since the start, this guy.
Oh, I was just trying. I'm just trying to open this bottle for celebration, but I can't get the cork out. I'm having an Arwen moment here.
And this guy, these guys have been with me since the beginning. I think if you go back and you watch my earliest videos, these two guys were there. So thanks for putting up with my bullshit for 3 years now, guys.
Yeah, that's it. We're done now.
Yep. Okay, let's go. But along the way, we made other friends too, because we met this guy who has his microphone off and probably is AFK. But hi, Greg.
Not AFK, but you know how because
That's true.
Yeah, you can't hear that.
Yeah.
But hello, yeah, I've been here for almost 2 years, I think. I think I started with you right when we published our first book, because I was looking for people to promote or trying to get some audience. So it's been a great time.
Yeah. No, it's not over with yet, Snorty. It's not. And let's see. We picked up some other people along the way. We picked up this guy.
Hi.
We stopped at a brothel in Holland, and we found this guy.
Yeah. I think you're coming up on a year now, something like that. So.
Yeah, I think so. And we picked up these guys. I think close to about the same time. About close to the same time.
Yeah. Famous actor there at the bottom.
Just after the first of the year.
Yeah.
So 6 months, basically.
Yeah. That's there's marriages that don't last that long.
I can tell stories. I have one.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are with me. I don't know what the panel is going to look like a year from now. I mean, some of y'all will move on. We'll probably have some new people on. I don't know. Hopefully, we'll be monetized by then.
No one's gonna exceed the plots was coming with T-shirt take off his own stream.
Yeah. That could actually, these days I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. But that's okay. I will make sure and send my stream link and password and everything else out to Grim and Ironcaster should something happen to me. They can continue the show even in my absence. They can just prop up an urn or something, in the camera for me.
The show must go on.
Yes. Where's our blue puppet represent? We don't have a blue puppet. I don't own any blue puppets at all. I have a white puppet.
That's probably one of the funniest gags in Galaxy Quest. When Tanawan is trying to convince the one dude, I forget his name, and he's like, "The show must go on." It's that's all he has to say to make it continue.
Why is there a badger on the Grim Jim screen? For puppet representation.
Oh.
Puppet representation. Oh no.
It is the month for that, or am I getting that crossed with something else?
What's that, Mr. Badger? You'd like to use Vic as a butt plug? No, I don't think so.
No, it's just a regular Iries session.
Also, Greg's the furry one. Go bother him with your badger. He's the perverted furry, not me.
Hey, Mac.
I'm probably the only clean-shaven person in this entire panel.
That's true. That's true. I really do resemble my avatar quite a lot.
The sad thing is this is about the extent of what I can grow. So, so you're not a bearded dragon.
Far from it. All right. Well, we don't have anything specific to talk about. Well, I do, but nothing. I mean, Wizards of the Coast, amazingly didn't do anything too crazy this week. Shock.
Yeah, nothing new.
Yeah. It's been a real quiet week overall, I think. Nobody died.
Isn't that news that Wizards didn't do something stupid this week?
Yeah.
That seems newsworthy.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Game
yeah.
changer.
In the news this week, Wizards of the Coast actually did not fuck up anything.
Don't worry, there's plenty more of that Lord of the Rings set that they have to reveal.
Yeah, wasn't that this week? That was this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Aragorn with the sword. Yeah.
And Chinese Gandalf, Paimei Gandalf.
Oh no, they have Guilo, or they have Chinese Gandalf now?
Yeah, and white Easterlings. White blonde Easterlings.
White Easterlings.
Yeah, like there's an Easterling card, and there's like literally like a blonde, like white barbarian chick on the front.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that? Yeah.
No.
So it's
pass. We closed.
No
pass. You go away now.
To be fair, Gandalf is kind of on the fence. Maybe you could make the argument that he looks Asian, but it's like kind of hard to tell. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be Downey. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, he could be Lappish.
He could be Lappish.
From Lapland?
You are made of stupid.
Thank you.
But no, like at this point, it's just like I'm not even mad anymore. It's just so ridiculous that it almost becomes funny. So I'm just like, whatever.
Oh.
When you start doing white Easterlings, then you've lost the plot.
Yeah. Oh, big disappointment too. Apparently, this does not actually exist. So, yeah. Sorry, guys.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Somebody actually did contact the KY company, and yeah, they said no, this does not actually exist.
Contact them again and say why not.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people this would be very popular for, myself included, probably. I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, I'm all for natural flavoring, but who doesn't mind a little bit of sweetness? Yeah.
I don't know. There's some things that just don't need to be sweet, right? like fruit and beer, donuts and assholes. They don't go together.
If it's gonna be a donut flavor, it should be Dunkin' Donuts.
Why Dunkin'?
No.
Because Dunkin'.
Oh.
America runs on Dunkin'.
Well,
sorry, gotta keep the humor a little bit less sophisticated for this crowd, Jim.
Yeah, we've already driven off half our panelists.
We did.
I did just wake up, so it's slow right now.
Well, I mean, apparently this is a thing, so I mean,
Yes.
Hey, meteor advocate Timon Flip.
Shai Hulud.
Yeah. I don't know who came up with this.
Shai poo-poos.
Shai poo-poo.
That just looks like a crappy chocolate to me.
Yeah.
It kind of does. It looks like somebody took a bite out of it or something.
It is milk chocolate. I mean,
if they were really funny, they would literally just fill it with shit. So.
Now that would be illegal. But
yeah, but it'd be funny. I didn't say anything about legality. I said about funny.
It'd be funny exactly once.
They make food grade dirt, so yeah.
They do. They do make food grade dirt.
Too far off.
Yeah, I mean, my only thought is I hope nobody tries to insert that and.
I'm from South Georgia, and I have seen women and other people of lower economic status actually eat dirt. Like, I guess it's a thing. It's a weird cultural kind of like old, like maybe from like the 1800s or whatever. I don't know. But They literally will eat a piece of dirt, and like sometimes they even sell it in little plastic baggies. No lie.
That's called pica. That's a disease. Sorry, I'm
Like
sorry.
you can find it at the gas station. Like at the gas station.
You're serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there is
I
a
found
thing
a picture
about
of it.
eating dirt.
Oh, it's dirt
Okay.
cookie.
Okay, wait a minute. All right. Hang on. Victor has provided us with a picture of this Easterling Vanguard. Hold on. We must see this. And we're going to... Jim, get your drinking glass, or...
Oh, God. Am I celebrating or commiserating?
You're definitely crying.
Oh.
An army of Easterlings charged forth, while from the hills poured orcs innumerable. And it looks like they're mixed.
She looks like the chick from Horizon Zero West.
Yeah, except that her teeth are filed and...
Oh, you remember what they said? I don't have the quote in front of me, so I'm paraphrasing, but it was, we had the opportunity to be authentic or to represent diversity, and we chose diversity. It was something along those lines. If I can find it, I will find the
diversity and
actual quote.
originality.
That was
So
the
they
essence.
said they outwardly said, "Fuck it."
Yeah. They're like, we could have succeeded, but we've never done that, so we're going to go ahead and fail.
As far as, this is like, a generic badass barbarian chick. It's fine, but, like, it's not an Easterling.
No.
No. And, I mean, it's good art. It's just... Yeah, that's...
Have you seen Gollum yet?
No. Everyone says that that's terrible.
What, the game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean the card.
No. What does the card look like?
I haven't seen that one either.
You have it?
I haven't.
No.
Probably looks
Okay.
like Ian Miles Chong.
If you'd be so kind as to share my screen.
I just looked up Gandalf and now he looks normal again. Maybe the one I saw was like edited because he looks very very Asian,
What the hell? Well...
It's not a bad Golem.
That's not
Yeah.
horrible.
That's not horrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he has like, Elwick of Melonbone hair, but
Like the eyes are the part of that I'm just staring at the most. Like, is he supposed to have his eyes closed? Like, what's going on?
zoom in a bit, maybe.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, you had to...
No, they're just glowing.
No, I think that's supposed to be the reflection of the light on eyes that are designed for seeing in low light.
Yeah.
Like the eye shine.
Yeah.
So they'll take that into consideration and be oh well, we've got to make it realistic because Gollum lives in low light environments, but then he's like screw everything else up.
Yeah, apparently so.
I found
Yeah,
more.
actually is a pretty cool Golem. I don't mind him.
It's not the... I mean, Golem actually looks like physically a little bit more formidable here than...
Yeah, it looks wiry.
Yeah. Does he looks feminine? I don't know. I mean, he's
A little
just
bit. I think
got
so.
long
a little
hair.
bit.
Gollum's a twink.
aging lesbian Golem.
Aren't all hobbits twinks?
Oh, there's more, by the way.
There's more. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Now,
But wait, there's more.
Theoden. What comes to mind? The King of Rohan.
Why didn't the Golem black? Golem is binary.
Because Gollum's a baddie, so he has to be white. That's how it works.
No. No.
That's not true.
That's not Theoden.
We was 10.
Why? He looks like the dude from The Walking Dead.
yeah, I know, with the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not. It's hard to even get like annoyed anymore. It's just like it's so out there that it's like almost just like hilarious now. I'm just laughing at it.
I mean, are they just... I guess they're just trying to boost their ESG score.
Yeah.
So... And, I guess with Magic the Gathering, it's probably safer because they know that all the little fucking Magic card crack addicts are going to buy this shit even if the artwork is bad.
I'll
Just
tell
because-
you what, there's a huge push, and I can tell you firsthand from the shop, and this is at the local level all the way through, with proxies now. because of this crap. There are people that are intentionally, that would otherwise spend the money, that are saying, no, we're just going to use proxy cards at this point.
I wish I had the money to just buy a whole bunch of it and just burn it on stream.
Ah, yeah, that's the quote. I was able to dig it up.
Initially, for about a fleeting nanosecond, we started creating the visual look with the film adaptations as our design basis. However, we didn't feel this added anything new to either IP, Magic the Gathering or Lord of the Rings, so we quickly agreed to push for a more virtuous goal.
Why, after the Rings of Power, would you ever even think about adding anything new?
Exactly. That's the whole fucking
because their business model is run by people that don't know how to run a business. That's the problem. They see it as a platform as opposed to a profit.
No.
Who's that supposed to be?
Tasselhoff.
Yeah, it looks like Tasselhoff Burfoot.
Who's it supposed to be? Is that Legolas?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Legolas.
Why is Legolas a woman? I mean, he was already kind of always a woman. Yeah,
why isn't he blonde?
Well, I don't know.
Why does he have a ponytail?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, why does he have a fucking top knot?
Yeah, or as we call it in the Netherlands, a neukteugel.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Nerk turtle.
no, a neukteugel. And just a passerby knows what I'm saying.
I like Nerk turtle better.
A Nurgle turtle? Yeah, that's from Warhammer.
Okay, guys, I was so wrong. WotC apparently did fuck up this week. So.
Yeah. When on to?
Well, the thing is, like, we've known they were going to do this for a while. It's just we're just getting to finally see the art, and we're getting to see more than just like the one little spoilery piece of art that we saw months ago with this. It's just we're getting this full set of art.
Rex, okay, has there been a recent surge in people buying alternative trading card games to Magic the Gathering? I'm not aware of any alternatives. Okay,
right?
Yes,
who?
That's Lorcana. That is absolutely going to be big, considering it's a Disney trading card game that splashed across all of their franchises.
It's effectively going to be the Kingdom Hearts of Disney franchises, only in a card game, and they're specifically targeting Magic. They're not going for the number 2 spot, which I questioned when they first announced it, because it's going to be really hard to knock Magic off of the pedestal. But they're going hard, and with the decline in Magic buying, there's a lot of discretionary money that's floating out there that could go to the Disney Devil.
Yeah, well, now there's the whole hobby of trading card games is just overrun with people who want to invest in it. They don't play the game. Like, just look at Flesh and Blood.
Well, Flesh and Blood and Sorcery are being mentioned. Okay, my perspective comes from the early Magic the Gathering trading card game, because I remember, working in the gaming store when the trading card game boom happened, and we had Jihad for Vampire the Masquerade. We had Feng Shui, the trading card game. We had Animahem, the trading card game. We had Legend of the Five Rings, the trading card game. We had Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the trading card game. We had Star Trek, the Next Generation, and the original series trading card games. We had trading card games on trading card games, and I still have a ton of them sitting in my closets, just gathering dust.
Yeah, don't forget about the World of Warcraft game that came out.
Yeah, there's the World of Warcraft trading card game too, which I don't know what's happened to it. But
it died, but my understanding is because there were codes for actual in-game rewards that are still technically redeemable, that some of those cards have managed to maintain a lot of value because of the MMO.
Yeah, I myself actually managed to get a couple of in-game items from those card games. That's the only reason I even got it. Sell them. Yeah, I should sell them, huh?
Yeah, if you have any Decipher Star Trek or Star Wars stuff, I know a guy that'll buy it.
I may actually have some still, because I still have a bunch of that stuff. Actually, there's I think I got rid of most of my trading card game stuff. The only thing I have left is my Animahem trading cards because those are very special to me. One, because it's anime, and two, that's the only card game that I would play with my friend George. So, and he collected it too, and yeah, he's gone now. So I don't want to give up my Animahem, and it's probably not worth anything anyway.
Netrunner was good.
Who?
Netrunner card game.
Oh, I didn't get into that one. I was already out of it by that point. I think I saw early on that the card game thing was going to get ridiculous, and I sold off everything that I could, and instead I used all the money and bought a scanner, which was new. That was new technology back at the time, and it was really expensive. It was like $700.
Yeah, I sold off my Magic the Gathering collection in 2003, and boy, am I regretting that now.
Oh, Greg, that hurts.
Real dumb. Well, how can you tell? How are you going to ever know? You know,
you can't, and that's the thing, right? And again, Magic is kind of the outlier, which is why I don't know how successful Lorcana is going to be, because you look at everything else, and with some minor exceptions, there's really no value there, because the push for cards is stuff like Netrunner, right? It's the legacy card games as opposed to the collectible card games. So you're not buying effectively baseball card packs of cards anymore. You're buying preset packs and decks and settings and that sort of thing.
Well, the thing is, though, with Lorcana, you have a couple of clashing markets that are absolutely going to go nuts for these. First is obviously the trading card game people that they're going to be drawing in, and with the rich library of properties they have access to, I can see it doing well. Where people that are going to want to make a Nightmare Before Christmas deck, they want to like put all their favorite characters together, and you're also going to have the sparkle dust, the Disney sparkle dust addicts.
Well, technically, they could make. I mean, they own all this weird shit now, can't they? They could make the X-Files. They could make the Simpsons, right? They could do. There's all.
Yeah, they could have all of that in the same playable universe, which is the draw, right? You could have the alien queen bite off Minnie Mouse's head. I mean, that I would play that, and I hate Disney.
Well, there you go. This is the only Magic card that I think really matters to most of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Rattle 'em, boys.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see?
We understand that you have inappropriately acquired Magic cards here in your facilities. We would like to come and spare you the problems of having this particular material on your property, and go ahead and take that off your hands.
I'd ask you to play the Simpsons Hired Goons video, but you might get taken down.
I would.
There's no might about it. He will.
Who is it? Yeah. Goons.
I was shocked actually. We did actually play a Simpsons clip earlier this week, and we got away with it. So, but
huzzah!
It was a short one.
The Pinkertons were actually very nice and polite to the guy.
Yeah, it's just all his neighbors and stuff were informed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they only threatened to break his kneecaps. They did.
Scared the hell out of his family, and
well, the Pinkertons were like this.
Put the boots to him, medium style.
So.
Those fucking Pinkertons.
Hey, Raven.
Hey, Raven.
Do you think Pinkertons are one of those like corporations or whatever companies that use like do like the rainbow flag, even though like the objective?
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna look.
I'm sure if they thought it would make them some money, they would. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Pinkertons don't check to see what sexual proclivities their agents are involved in.
Well, they are called the Pinkertons, so.
Well, I mean,
they did in 2021. Pinkerton Detective Agency adopts Pride logo.
There you go. See.
Wayland Yutani adopts Pride.
Well, I mean, they don't care. They don't care who you like to cornhole in the privacy of your own home, as long as you can pull the trigger and threaten people who are picketing. So.
Yeah, they must not have had very much business in China or the Middle East during that year.
The
No,
pink Spokotons.
I think Blackwater took a lot of that.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's I don't even have any beef with people who want to hire professional mercenaries to do shit, because it's kind of like, everybody has a set of skills, and some people just find a market for it, and that's what they do. Just,
Mercenaries are as old as the world, so.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Interesting. So they posted stuff and changed their logo last year as well, but they haven't done it this year.
They must have some contracts from China.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, a lot of companies haven't changed their logos this year either.
Right.
Like, becoming a much more widespread phenomenon with it.
Oh, apparently this is not a thing either, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, no. There's no pumpkin spice Astroglide. Sorry, guys.
I think pumpkin spice on its own is already gay enough, so.
Well,
I like pumpkin spice candles. It reminds me of fall.
What, in your ass? Oh, no.
No, I would choose a different. The pumpkin spice popsicle for that. Got that chill.
This is accurate. It's true. It's true. I honestly, yeah, I do.
That's what I imagine when dudes hard react to my memes, so I don't know.
Well, there you go. Oh, Grim has been desperately wanting me to show this for a couple of weeks, and since we have kind of like nothing in particular on the docket today, well, we do have one thing, but yeah, this is a thing.
Yeah,
apparently.
twat waffles.
Twat waffles. Yeah. I mean, picture's worth 1,000 words, guys.
Man, am I hungry now?
Yeah, and none of those 1,000 words are suitable for.
They'll all get you taken down.
Yeah,
that's a thing that exists now.
On
Earth.
Yeah, this is a real thing now. Cal needs one. Okay. Yeah. He's on a show.
You're all a bunch of damn deviants.
Yes.
Well,
proudly.
Who's responsible for that? The French? Where is this?
No. I think it was actually. I think it's actually an American company. But I mean, okay. I noticed none of you guys were near our show Tuesday morning, except for Victor. I think Ironcaster was there too. But yeah, Grim and I actually we did the one taboo thing that you don't usually do with the TTRPG channel. Is we talked about sex.
On Tuesday, I woke up to join, and you never sent the link, so I went back to bed.
I know. I just wanted that one to be between me and Grim.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything.
Oh, I know I didn't say anything because I just wanted it to be between me and Grim. It was already hard enough.
You had previously invited people, is what I'm saying.
No, I didn't invite you to that one.
Yeah, you did.
I did not. That
well, we'll be back so you can.
That's strike two.
Log in
T-shirt.
twice to the
strike
next
two.
one.
Yeah, strike two. We'll be back on Tuesday, Victor. You can join in on that one. That one, though.
Now don't send the link.
that particular one was going to be difficult because I knew for one thing it was going to be innuendo riddled beyond belief, which it was. And that's kind of a hard topic to talk about anyway. Yeah, see already the innuendos. But so I didn't want a whole bunch of panelists on there. We'd have never gotten through that show. That would have been an hour of just absolute, us laughing and cracking each other up.
Lord Thoth beat me to it because that's what I was going to say.
Now, the one thing, the company that made the twat waffles clearly is going on an angle because I don't know if I was the only one that noticed the dick logo on the paper too.
I saw that too. I saw that also.
So, enjoy your twat waffle as an aperitif, and then have some sausage followed up with a cream pie. You've got a whole meal.
Mm-hmm. By the way, my players reminded me, and I was kicking myself in the ass later about it. We did actually forget to mention a TTRPG that did feature quite a bit of nudity, as well as a chart for female breast sizes and other dimensions and things. Nothing, sexual necessarily. Just like bust weight, hips, waist, hips, that kind of stuff. And that was Arduin. The Arduin Grimoire featured a nude female character on the back cover of one of their books. They did also have charts for rolling up randomized female attributes, physical ones. And I think they actually did have a character who, if I recall correctly, she used to wear like a necklace of scrotums. I'm deadly serious.
But like an actual necklace of scrotums, or is it a necklace of scrotums in the same way that you have a necklace of fireballs?
No, like literally, it's like she would castrate guys and like wear their sacks.
So it's not like you could pull off a bead and throw it, and it would magically turn into a scrotum and hit someone. It's not.
I mean, no. You could rip off one of the scrotums and throw it at somebody and watch them go, ew.
Yeah, that was my ex-wife.
Scrotum Kali.
Was that Fatal's inspiration? I don't know who inspired or what inspired Fatal, but as I said at the beginning of that video, yeah, Fatal is usually the one everybody always goes to first whenever they want to think about sex.
Well, it's kind of hard to top the anal circumference.
Yeah, the anal circumference chart. Yeah, I honestly think that was just done for the shock value. That whole game system was made for the shock value. I've heard people who actually have tried to review it as an actual game, and we're not very charitable about it.
Well, there's the one on Kickstarter now, Kinks and Cantrips. That's absolutely just a shock value buy, right?
Well, we already discussed that one, and yeah, that Kickstarter is over. And it got $50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Victor's over here stewing, going, "Good damn it! My supplement came out about guns, and I only got 5,000, not 50."
Yeah, Victor's over here. He's got a legitimate, serious work, to put modern stuff into 5e and OSR and all that, and it's like he's poured his heart and soul into it, and it's like, oh, okay, here's this book.
I feel more sorry for Grim because that whole sex thing is literally like, that's his jam, and he never got 50,000. Like, I'm more mad when I see other gun books like get way more. Like there was like some thing that added like guns to D&D recently, and it was like literally like 20 pages, and I think it got like 16,000 or some shit, like 20,000. And meanwhile, like my 200-page book is like, yeah, no, whatever. I just get yelled at.
Yeah, my
I know,
ass
and
is still sore over the Everyday Heroes thing with Pacific
Yeah,
Rim.
oh yeah, that also screwed me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, I start writing material about dicks and vaginas, I guess. You'll make more money.
Sex is played out. We just do drugs.
It's the low dangling fruit.
We're not throwing ourselves into Pride Month so much, Papa Cotton, as it's kind of throwing itself into us. But
that's what they say at the bathhouse.
That's what they say at the bathhouse. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're so professional here.
All right, T-shirted. Putting you on the spot.
What's that?
3 years. When am I going to be in the intro?
Probably about the time I get that new music fixed. That was my plan. Was to get the new music done and then build the new intro and put everybody in it. And you know what? That hasn't happened yet. I need to just sit down and do it. Unfortunately, other things keep coming up.
Yeah, like Street Fighter.
Like Street Fighter, yes. Yes, like Street Fighter 6, actually. I was actually going to talk about that today. So I finally got it working. I'm going to almost have to do like a mini review so that Animane can actually clip this later on and maybe make a short out of it. I don't think it's going to be short though. So Street Fighter 6. When I first started it up, well, it was supposed to be released on June 1st, and usually what that means when you see a release date on Steam is it means it's gonna, load up and be playable, like at the crack of midnight or whatever, right? That didn't happen. As a matter of fact, I waited through the entirety of June 1st, and it did not actually update to playable until after 10 p.m. in my time, which pissed me off to no end.
Wow.
But
I took off work to play this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I had taken off work to play that game, I would have been sorely mistaken. But yeah, okay, so I finally got my hands on it and playable by 1 a.m. that morning. And I now have 17 hours on Street Fighter 6. So here's kind of what I think. The new characters are ass. They're ass with sugar smeared on top of them.
Like that chocolate?
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme.
I do not like the character designs. The character designs are ass. They also have fucked up priorities on all their attacks. And what I mean by that is if you are fighting the computer and they are using the moveset from one of the new characters, that new character will beat you to the punch and overcome any of your attacks faster than anything you can do about it. It's like they made those characters intentionally speedier and their attacks hit harder than the classic characters. And I think that is intentional because they want to de-emphasize the old characters. They've been trying to get rid of the old Street Fighter characters for a while now. I mean, Street Fighter 3, they tried to force Alex down everybody's throats and nobody wanted him. Because everybody likes Ryu, and everybody likes Guile, and everybody likes Ken, and Chun-Li. Nobody likes
Blanca.
No, I mean Blanca's in this one, so
Blanca's
apparently
cool. He was like a favorite back in the day.
Yeah, people still like Blanca. He's still popular, but and his moveset is nasty too. But yeah, it's like their movement priorities are faster than yours. Like I said, they introduced the simple button press, or what they call modern command entry thing now, where you only have to hold down one button or press one button and a direction in order to get your special attack off or get your super move or whatever, which makes it a lot easier for guys like me whose carpal tunnel is just, ravaging us. But it also kind of makes it a little bit more friendly to newbies who have never played the game, which I think this is kind of aimed at.
Now, not to interrupt you, but doesn't like Guilty Gear, there's another big series that kind of does that. Which one is that? Am I thinking of Guilty Gear?
I mean, Mortal Kombat made it so you could pay for easy fatalities, if I remember right.
I remember that. Yeah, that's one of the examples.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that is one of the reasons why they're trying to overemphasize the new characters over the old characters and the ease of button plays and everything else, because they want people to become attached to the new characters and the new play style. They want to make this as noob friendly as possible. Us old guys who, pumped quarter after quarter after quarter into the old arcade machines, having to learn how to throw Hadokens by ourselves or Shoryukens by ourselves. We're becoming, things of the past.
I was always a Killer Instinct man or kid or
we're not talking about that though. We're talking about Street Fighter 6. Yeah, shut up, Greg. Nobody wants to hear about your claymation monster bullshit that never went anywhere.
I haven't played a fighting game in years. I think the last one I really played was like Tekken 3 or something.
You don't need to play a fighting game. You own guns.
That is true.
But Yeah, so they made the barrier to entry lower. They made the game easier. Years ago, back when Street Fighter Third Strike came out, and they had the Evo World Championships, you got to see the magic of Daigo the Beast literally sit there and counter every single move from Chun-Li's super art kick. And I mean, he literally had to input each button press at exactly the right time to counter every one of her kicks. Now you don't have to. I'm sorry, what?
That was what, moment 37?
Yeah. Now you don't have to do that. All you gotta do is hold down the counter button, and it'll automatically counter every single move, as long as you timed your frame just right. I stopped every single attack from one of E Honda's 100 hand slaps just by holding that down. And it was just like, yeah. They have better counters and things. They did a lot of things that were good, but they did a lot of things that were not good. And I'm hoping that they will tweak those new characters to be a lot less powerful and reduce the timing on their attacks, because they're getting priority over everything that you do, which is not cool. It's like if I'm doing the sumo butt slap, you should not be able to instantly counter me with an air dive from a new character. Your little, light button hit should not overcome a 100 hand slap, because the 100 hand slap should be faster, or the 100 kick should be faster. These are little things. I figure they'll iron them out. They'll tweak them. They'll get the timing and everything down right. But yeah, the new characters are ass. I don't like them. I still like the old characters better. I'm pissed that they did not release all of the old characters, and instead you have to have this gated, timed release of older characters into the game. I'm literally going to have to wait a year to play my favorite character, Akuma. I'm going to have to wait, 3 or 4 months before I can play Ed, who is one of my second favorites. They changed all the clothing, of course, but they also have classic clothing for all the characters if you buy it through their in-game app, which costs real money to buy their tokens. So, yeah, it's got microtransactions out the ass. You knew it would. The online play and stuff like that seems better. I don't know. I don't play online play. I don't really want to fight other players across the globe. I just want to, fight the computer, have a good time. So there is a classic arcade mode that's pretty good. The real winner, of course, is the RPG mode, which is, you create a character, and there's a lot of variations on it. I mean, we've seen some funny ones. But yeah, you can build a character. You start off with a basic set of moves from one character, and then as you progress through the story, you meet all the other Street Fighter masters, and you pick up their moves, and you can mix and match to a certain degree what you like. So, like, for example, one of my favorite builds is to, have E Honda's 100 hand slap, and then also have Cammy's air cannon spike, and one of the new character Manon's throw, so I can input all these things and I can just chain together combos pretty seamlessly. It's nice.
The only real problem is correcting you in the chat.
What?
He's calling you out, T-shirt.
Oh, you can unlock all the alternate costumes. You have to do it through World Tour Mode. Yeah, I don't care, Macany. Yeah, I know you can do that. I'm not going to do World Tour Mode.
Apparently it takes like ages though. So
yeah, it does. It does. You can also buy a Mac. When I bought it, I bought the Ultimate Edition because it said it's going to have 7,000 drive tickets, which I thought, that's going to be their in-game currency. I'm probably going to want to stock up on this for alternate outfits and stuff. Well, as I found out, drive tickets are only good for their world tour stuff, where you can buy clothing and stuff for your character, but the clothing has no effect on the character. See, part of the role playing game thing is your character can get stat buffs or item buffs and stuff from the clothes that they're wearing. And for some reason, whoever designed the clothing system needs to be taken outside and have his rectum resized with a large implement.
Anal circumference.
Yeah, because all the good clothing looks like ass. Your character will look like ass if you want to have good stats in the game. And I mean, some of the combinations don't make any sense. You would think you would get some kind of style bonuses or some massive stat points for having an outfit that matches and stuff. Oh no, man! I was like, my character had like a suit and tie shirt with a mini skirt and these giant ass galumphar looking boots and a sailor cap with glasses.
So you built every character I've ever played in an MMO.
I mean, it's ridiculous. They give you this super duper mega deep character customization design system to build the character that you want to look the way you want it to, and give you all these options, and then they saddle you with this stupid piece of shit clothing system that makes you look stupid.
You think there'd be a stat slot and a cosmetic slot for clothing?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll probably bring that down the road, because that's going to be probably one of the most requested features, with especially considering the amount of costumes and outfit pieces they have available. They're surely going to have to go and do something like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're going to unlock more clothing, and there'll probably be more clothing drops during the game and during different times of the year and all that. I know that there's going to be microtransactions for all these things too.
I do hate when games do that. Do the stats like apply the stats to like clothes. Like Cyberpunk does that. So eventually you're just running around with like leopard print tights and like a gas mask and like neon green like moon boots, and you're like trying to be badass. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Now you can, if you find an outfit that you like, you can enhance it by burning up other clothes and pumping stats and stuff into it. So there is that, but once again, it requires you to find the perfect outfit to begin with, and that is not easy because the clothing store does not always have all the designs available to it to begin with. It unlocks over time. The only other way you can get clothing is either you have to whoop people's asses and hope that a clothing drop will hit that you want, or through the role-playing game, eventually they unlock other areas to travel to across the world, which will unlock certain other clothing options. So everything is gated in the game, which is annoying. They do. And in some instances, it does feel very grindy. I'm actually kind of annoyed because my character is like level 46. And I'm sitting here fighting, characters who are like level 30 something, and they're beating the shit out of me because the priority on their timing is faster than mine, and I'm just like, this should not happen. It's annoying, but the story is okay. I mean, I don't have any real complaints about the story. I'm hoping it will expand more as they drop more characters and add more things in. So. And another thing that I can bitch about on this too is it seems to be limited to just one character. So it's like whatever character you put together, that's the character you're gonna stay with the whole time. There's not like multiple slots to build multiple characters. Your character is not playable in the arcade game, so you can't like literally just have fun and fight all the other arcade characters. As far as I can tell,
it's not like Capcom would go and force you to pay for extra character slots or save slots or. Wait, they did that. Yeah.
They did that. They didn't do it on this game, but they will.
And I'm sure you're going to be able to pay to import your for lack of a better term, your RPG character into the regular game too.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be something like that. The nice thing is your character is infinitely customizable. They have an in-game store and stuff where you can go and you can keep changing your character's appearance. You do have to pay the in-game money that you earn through street fights and stuff. So it's not too bad. Or you can go into the World Battle Pass tour thingy and pay out drive tokens for it, which don't do that. Don't do that. Just go to the RPG mode and if you want to change the way your character looks. And the characters are totally changeable. You can change the voice, you can change the gender at will, you can change the look, you can change everything about the character. So like if whatever look you have isn't jibing with you, then you can go back and change that. So customization is a big deal, which is again why the limitation on the outfits pisses me off so much. You'd think that if you have all these character customization options, you would have tons of clothing options. I see NPCs running around in the game that look so much cooler than I do. And I'm just like, wow, wouldn't it be cool to be able to put together an outfit like that? But no, instead of here, I'm stuck in this fucking sailor's cap with glasses and a tie.
So you hate it, but you've sunk 17 hours into it and it's only been out a day. Is that?
It's addictingly fun. I'm having fun with it. You can,
Doesn't
you fight
sound like
things. Well, the gameplay itself is not bad. It's fun. It's a little repetitive, but it is kind of like a big JRPG type thing. I don't know. I will definitely play through some more because there is a story that goes to it, and I haven't finished the story. And the story is long. And I did finally get the one master that I wanted to train under, which is Ryu. Because Ryu's my guy. So, and it takes a while to unlock him. But there's also stuff that you can do. You build like an affinity level with all of your masters. So you can give them gifts and perform quests for them. And as you level up your style, because you don't unlock all the abilities of the style to begin with. You have to keep using the style over and over and over. And as you unlock more and more of it, you go back to the master. The master teaches you more moves until eventually you completely unlock that style. So, it's good. It's, it's got its strong points. I don't know if it was like $100 worth of good. I definitely wouldn't have done that if I'd have known that drive tickets were the shit that they are. I have the battle pass basically as part of that $100. So whenever Akuma does finally drop, I'll be able to play him in a year. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the other thing I'm really going to complain about too is the music. The music sucks. The music sucks ass in the worst possible way. Remember how it used to be like in the old Street Fighter games, every character kind of had their own theme that kind of fit them and it fit their stage and it kind of became the hallmark sound that you would associate with that character, like the Ryu theme and the Guile theme and the M. Bison theme and the Akuma theme and everything else. It's like, well, they don't have that anymore. Instead, apparently they chose all these urban beats for everything. So yeah, if you're really big into hip hop urban music, you'll love the soundtrack on this. But if you're like me, you're not gonna. Yeah.
Maybe they'll sell you tunes as well.
They probably will. I think there is some kind of a tune thing as part of your in-game app that you can play with, but so far it hasn't unlocked for me. I don't know.
So it sounds like you experienced what I hate, which is when you go to a restaurant that you've never been to before, that you're really looking forward to going to, and you walk out and you didn't have a bad meal, but you didn't have the meal that you wanted.
Yes, I think that's probably a good way to put it.
What's the West one?
It's fun. It's not terrible. It's definitely not $100 worth of game. It's $40 worth of game maybe.
It'll be interesting to see what they do for potential crossover costumes, because I know Street Fighter V did that. Like at one point, like Airman from Mega Man was a costume.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember Street Fighter V was a failure for them. So I really kind of feel like Street Fighter 6, like it almost doesn't feel like it was designed by Japanese. It feels like they brought a bunch of white American or black American Californians over to Japan and said, Rook, last Street Fighter not so good. We want you come help us make better Street Fighter. So, and apparently they took their advice 100%. Because a lot of these changes and a lot of the characterizations and stuff like that feel like they're very urbanized and very woke translations into the Street Fighter game. There's one character in there who's actually from Mexico. She's supposed to be like a Mexican Indian shaman type character who uses the wind, and she carries these great big giant clubs that she fights with. And she's like this little, 13-year-old, 14-year-old girl. And the clubs are bigger than she is. So I'm just kind of like, okay, first off, she couldn't wield those because they're too big. The second thing is, I didn't try to scoop up or take advantage too much of the character roleplay stuff. But since you can make your characters taller and make their arms longer and stuff like that, it's plausible that I could rebuild the character to be like super tall with super long arms and use that particular fighting style where you'll get those giant clubs, then just beat on people from across the room pretty much. I mean,
maybe they're maracas.
They're not maracas.
My name
big
is
old
Cuba
clubs.
Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat.
Yeah, and she is ridiculous, by the way. I mean, I'm a Mexican, and she's ridiculous. I mean, like, if that's what they think of us, I'm like, no. They have
not the preferred ethnicity.
I guess not. They have a black female ninja who is I absolutely can't stand her. She's an annoying character in the game. She's an annoying character to fight. She's just, I'm kind of like, I wish I had never seen this character. DJ, I love all the old characters. The old characters are great. I mean, it's good to see Blanca and Honda and Chun-Li and DJ and Ryu and Ken and Dalsim and Cammy. Even though Cammy's a little bit more covered up now. But yeah, all the new characters are just like, who put these together, man? Who are these for? These characters are all ass. And why are their move priorities so high? Why are they higher than mine all the time? How come this character is so much faster than mine? It shouldn't happen.
They had to make the new ones good so that people would like them.
I guess so. That's all I can think of. They had to artificially make the new characters so much better than the old ones so that people would stop playing the old characters. It's like everything else that we love, it's the old people are being pushed out in favor of the new markets and the new people.
All the old characters had really strong sort of national stereotype characteristics, right? Which made them really strong in terms of their visual story and their moves and everything.
Yeah.
It sounds like the new ones are just kind of avoiding that entirely.
Well, I mean, you got a Mexican Indian girl with giant, like Nahuatl war clubs and shit. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but like, she's not in a sombrero,
She might as well be. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's an alternate outfit you could get for her with a sombrero. I mean,
beats you to death with a sack of oranges.
I guess. I don't know. The black ninja girl, her design is ridiculous because she has these really, really long, thick braid locks. I mean, like, and there's a lot of them, and they hang. And I'm just kind of like, you're a ninja, and you're trying to fight close combat, and you have these great big giant braid lock things. Aren't you worried that somebody's gonna grab that and like just throw your ass around? Because I would.
At least kind of make it part of the gimmick of like they're a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't appear to be though.
like throwing stars on the ends of them or something.
No,
There's a professional wrestler that does that gimmick with her hair. They could have totally, like, the script is written, just copy paste.
I
But
guess
that
so.
like would be a little too close for a bit of a copyright infringement thing, because we can remember like Nintendo got sued by a psychic over Kadabra having spoons.
Oh yeah, Yuri Geller. Yeah.
That's him.
Hey,
So I guess-
Wolfen.
If there's someone who actually does it, I can see why they probably wouldn't want to touch that.
Yeah. One thing that was pretty funny is I was reading the reviews on the store page while I was waiting for the game to unlock because it was not unlocking when it was supposed to. Haha. And it was hilarious. I mean, it was written from the perspective of Starscream, right? So it's a hilarious review. I'm seeing if I can find it now. The reviews right now are mixed, pretty bad. But one of the things that he says is, he says, yeah, they took our perfect old game and they dumbed it down, and they made it, they made it so easy for noobs to get into and everything else that, it took away all of the hard work that the old groups, that the old folks like us had to put into doing stuff. They made everything, they made the counters, they made everything easy. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, Ken is a homeless construction worker now, pretty much.
Didn't like his wife leave him or something?
No, apparently his foundation got indicted for accidentally bankrolling the last evil tournament that happened. So, yeah, he lost everything, apparently. And so now he works as a construction worker, and he lost his kid and his wife. And
she took the kids.
Yeah.
I liked when he was just like a wandering nomad, like in the 90s Street Fighter stuff.
That's Ryu.
Well, yeah, Ryu, yeah.
Yeah, Ryu is still that. Ryu is still that. Yeah.
His wife got half his moves in the settlement.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. I don't know. I don't like what they did with that character. Blanca's ridiculous. He's like trying to be a tour guide in Brazil. Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm kind of like, the dude looks like a freak.
If you look on your left, you'll see the pyramids.
Yep.
Jungle pyramids.
Jungle pyramids in Brazil. Cammy is still working as a government agent, and she now wears pants. I'm never going to get over the fact that she wears pants now. We don't get to see any more Cammy ass.
Unless you pay to unlock the old costume, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
and
is
even
apparently
then, is it covered up or is it modernized?
It's a war crime, according to the various computer games review sites, that you can still see Cammy's ass if you pay for it.
Yeah, Gamer hates the fact that you can still see Cammy's ass if you unlock the old costume, but I still like Cammy ass. So
Cammy ass is what got people originally playing Cammy when they introduced her. So
very, very true. Very true. That, and she was really fast and cute, and she had great stage music, and she had a great looking. She had probably the best looking stage, with that that British castle and the Northern Lights and all that. Grim, is there anywhere in England you can go where you can actually see the Northern Lights from a castle?
Possibly somewhere really up north, like the Western Isles or Shetland.
Northern Leidenshire. Never heard of it?
Northern Leidenshire.
Is Mika still in it?
Mika?
Yeah.
Which
The
one?
Japanese wrestler character.
Oh no. She's not in it. Nope.
Too problematic.
Yeah, I guess. What's her name? Ryu's little protege is not in it either. Sakura. I'm sure she'll. Yeah, Sakura's not in. I bet she will be though. They'll unlock her later. I'm sure. She's too popular. Who?
No Dan.
Not yet, but Dan will be in it. You know, Dan will be in it. They'll unlock him later. I'm surprised that they'll make people pay money to get Dan. But they will. Yeah, people were talking about Jury's feet. You know, it's surprising. I like feet, but I find Jury to be like gross. I mean, you know that everybody's like, "Ooh, she looks so hot in that super skin tight bodysuit," and all I'm thinking of is, I bet the inside of that bodysuit probably smells, especially after she's been kicking and stuff and whooping people's asses and getting her ass whooped.
It's KY's new scent.
I guess so. It's that latex and Korean funk.
Old car
Sweat an
smell.
ass.
I mean, you know, she eats, you know, you can imagine her eating kimchi, what the inside of her crotch of her suit smells like. Iron caster face right there. It's just perfect.
Kimchi and smegma.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a traditional dish over there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Prefer to
people
call it cheese.
Yes.
Fromunda cheese.
While she
That's
sticks her
great with
feet on your
waffles.
face. Yeah. While she sticks her feet on your face. Yeah. No, I don't like that character. I never have. But she's in it. Golly. What else can we say about it? I'm not necessarily all that crazy about how they redesigned the old characters, because their new outfits and stuff look kind of they're okay. I feel like they're tired. They make all the characters look old, and they make them all look tired. Chun-Li in particular looks weird. I mean, maybe it's just the way that their 3D setup is. But all the characters, when they look at you, they have a light shining in their eyes in such a way as to make them look like department store mannequins that are talking to you. And it's just kind of like, can you please not look at me? It's very unnerving. It's like you guys have hit the uncanny valley so hard that I feel like I'm digging into the dirt. So, anyway, I'm not sure what else I could say about Street Fighter 6. I mean, it's okay. Definitely get it on when it's on sale if you're a fighting fan. But yeah, don't pay $100 for the Ultimate Edition. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't be dumb like T-shirt.
It's definitely on my radar. One I do want to pick up, but I'm not going to pay full price.
If you're going to pay $100, get a copy of this in print.
I have it. I still have my copy in print. I have every book for this still.
So
I think
there you go.
Are we going to play this on one of the Sundays?
Oh, that would be amazing. It
That would
actually
be.
was a good game. It really
Is that
was.
the White Wolf one?
Yeah, it's the White
Yeah.
Wolf one.
Yeah, I have the PDF somewhere.
I've got a copy somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know who the goofball is behind Blanca, but
I like his dumb smile.
yeah.
He's that
Are you talking about
pixelated
me,
guy
or-
in the background.
He's that pixelated dude.
That
Oh,
pixelated
Ironcaster was
guy.
talking about me.
No, we're not talking about you, Dying Breed.
I like the dumb smile.
So there you go. There's T-shirted's kind of like long in and out review of Street Fighter 6 so far. I can't tell you anything about player-to-player interactions. I can't tell you about connectivity times and all that, because I don't care about that shit. I ain't gonna do it. I don't care what kind of prizes they're offering up. I am not going to go and jump online and get my ass wasted by some fucking 12-year-old who's button mashing. Sorry.
Bottom line, don't spend $100 on it, kids.
Yeah, definitely don't spend $100 on it. You know, spend 40, spend less.
I was going to say, wait 6 months, spend $40, everything will be, or most everything will be there, right?
Exactly.
Theme summer sales are coming.
Yeah. Plus, they're probably going to release like an ultra edition of it, in a couple of years, like they do with all the other ones. Ultra Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 5, and all that shit. So, and just wait, let it go. When all the characters are unlocked, you'll be able to enjoy the whole game fully. You'll be able to really enjoy the storyline more and have lots of stuff to do, and probably lots more costumes. So,
I'm with Raven on this one.
Yeah, spend $30, get the Conan Mega Bundle instead. Yeah.
I did get that. Yes. I got that, and then since I linked it on my Twitter, I've made like $10 back in like the referral. What's it called? The referral code thing. So
affiliate link.
Yeah, affiliate. That was it. Yeah.
That's good. That one's good, Grim. Hang on, let me put that one up. Let me put that. That one's too good not to put up. Yeah, I hate to feel like I just did nothing but a bitch session about the game, but
you did, but it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Cammy wearing
where
pants.
are these 40s and 50s girls, man?
Exactly. Yeah, I want a 50-year-old with thighs like that.
You all right, Auntie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kick your ass, Sonny.
Oh God, yeah. It's funny. Since you can, since the game is the RPG mode lets you, fight people on the street, with different levels. I did actually get into a fight with an old woman wearing a sari, and she kept throwing Zangief moves and whooping my ass with them. She's like, "What in the fuck? This chick is like fucking power bombing me and shit."
So Monkey Jesus says, why does Ryan look like a before pick and Victor look like an after pick? I'm not sure which one of us should be insulted by that one.
I'm not even sure how to interpret that.
Yeah.
It's Monkey. I did get some fun stuff yesterday though. Let's see. Do a little show and tell.
Do tell.
I can't show all the stuff here because it's but yeah, my Lamentations of the Flame Princess order came in, and they sent me another copy of Death Frost Doom. So if anybody out on the channel would like to throw me a few coins, the highest bidder can definitely get one of these wonderful Death Frost Doom hardbacks.
Giveaway, like when you get to 1K. So get me to 1K and you get a copy of this book.
Oh no!
Hey, that sounds like a great idea that I'll tell everybody about later.
I will do a 1K giveaway. It will be an entire sealed Nemesis board game because I have that. But yeah, I now have like 4 copies of the rules now because this is one of the new player core books. He doesn't have the referee book out yet. But
wait a minute, is that new?
What? That's new.
That's a new cover.
Yeah, it's one of 2 new covers. Yeah,
I've got
this
the
is
old cover.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of the old cover, but this is one of the new ones. It's the exact same interior with
Okay.
So you're not getting anything new other than
just the cover.
Just changes to the print, like if there were corrections and stuff. And then this is the other new rules cover.
I like that cover. That's a nice cover.
It is a good cover. So I now have 4 copies of this. So, which you can never have too many rule books at the table, right? Beware by Kelvin Green.
I got my copy of Book of
Antithesis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Job is pretty cool. Yes. I got Magic Eater.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom. These are really good. It's not my favorite though. I'll show you my favorites here in a minute. But Jovian Invasion, which is more like, pamphlet sized. They're doing a lot of these smaller, but that's okay. I mean,
I should have picked up more of those, but man, my wife was going to kill me.
Mm-hmm. And this is one of their. I actually got 2 pamphlets this time. I got this particular Weird Crusher, and I'm not sure if I should show the other one. Are you guys familiar with it? It's got a penis and a testicle on the cover.
Dude, we showed a twat waffle.
Yeah, true.
That's as much of it as I can show you.
It's a wrinkly plum.
Yeah, it's another Weird Crusher. It's another mini adventure. It's based on the Phantasm movies. It's pretty fun. Yes, we have Beware the Mindfuck, which is one of their smaller titles. And yeah, I like that. This adventure is not suitable for children and sensitive adults. Put a disclaimer on it.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Hey, Hex Allen Comics. How do the new adventures look? They look good, Rex. I mean, it's Lamentations, so you kind of know what you're getting. It's going to be horrific and tongue-in-cheeky and stuff like that. The real stars for what I ordered out of their new lineup are the Not Safe and NSFW.
Yeah.
What is abbreviated as No Salvation for Witches. This is a reprint of a 2014 adventure. And it's really good. I can't show you the interior at all.
It's very shiny.
Yes, well, I have a light.
I believe Raji's at North Texas Con at the moment.
Yes, he is. He's over in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, if anyone wants to swing by and pick anything up.
Mm-hmm. This one, however, this is the one that you should get if you get nothing. This was originally offered as a free RPG Day product, and I acquired the original for $47 from eBay scalpers, but it was worth it. But now he's actually selling these, and they're nice hardback, good edition. This is solid stuff. You not only get a ton of characters in what was supposed to be a free book, but you get an entire hex crawl area with tables, some really wonderful artwork, a lot of new spells, some great plots. This was awesome back when the free version came out. Now that it's being sold like this is a must-have. If you don't already have a free version and you don't want to pay 40-something bucks from a scalper, get this one. This is actually nicer than the free version was, because the free version was printed up on paper stock. This is actual hardcover goodness with a map and everything. So if you don't have this, you definitely should get it. This will keep you busy for a few game sessions easily. And it's a good adventure.
The quality of his books, I mean, just the sheer physical quality of the books themselves are always top notch. Always top notch.
They are. He does not skimp on the paper or anything.
The binding, the everything is just, it's always freaking beautiful.
It definitely helps when you're big enough not to have to go through print-on-demand services.
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he does print runs through a local printer up there in Finland, and then he sells them out. But this is something that gets me. It's like we were talking about last week, how Wizards of the Coast is overinflating the prices of their books, even though they're getting them mass printed in China. And I know that they're basically getting pennies on the dollar for the volume of books that they're buying. And then you have
the quality that you're getting from guys like James.
Yeah. Where you could buy high quality stuff from Lamentations, or you could buy high quality stuff from locally sourced printers and materials at Castles and Crusades. And those guys are always running specials on their stuff. It's almost like they want to give their books away.
Heck, they are giving.
Yeah. They do frequently run a lot of freebies. So, yeah, a lot of alternatives to D&D out there. Use them.
And if you are looking for an RPG and you want to try something out, check out their Amazing Adventures. They're selling the rule book for $10 on their. I've got their monster manuals or Castle Crusades monster manual nearby. It's same size, same page count roughly,
and a really good artwork.
People have convinced me to do a modern supplement for Castles and Crusades, so I'm going to start on that probably sometime this year. And I already got a name for it, so yeah.
Good. Do it.
Tower Blocks and Jihads?
No, I'm going to call it Cold Signs and Carabines.
Very cool. Very cool, man. Well, hell, Greg from Iries is working with Castles and Crusades, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have a physical copy of the last thing I did coming, but it's Saddle Stitch, because
nice.
it's only 65 pages, so it doesn't have a spine. It's kind of comic book style, but should still be pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Can I play a horseman with a saddle on?
I can't even play an oxman.
Brave Star, the RPG.
Remember there you go.
Cartoon.
There you go. I do have a couple of books coming in from some people you guys may not have heard of. I think one of them is called Simple Modernity. It's coming from Lulu, from some Dutch guy.
That's Guardbro's book, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Guardbro's book. Yeah.
Oh, no wonder it's shit.
Yeah. and a couple of books. Something about Satana Station and Machinations of the Space Princess by some guy named Jim.
Well, you're going to be writing something for me for MOTSP, aren't you?
I am. I've re-downloaded the Sexbots book because I hate that book. So I want to rewrite it, and I want to rewrite it in a way that actually I would really like to overhaul all of Machinations and really push it, because the OSR crowd needs it. And you just recently did your review on Crawford's what was it? Galaxies Without Number? Stars Without Number?
Stars Without Number, yeah.
And you did not like it.
I didn't hate it. It was... So I really liked Scarlet Heroes, right? And that's by him. And it's got kind of these innovative couple of mechanics. So, yeah, most OSR stuff, it's sold to you on the basis of one cool trick that it does different to everything else, right? And so that was really good, and it was really concise, and it was different and good in that way. So I was expecting more out of a much bigger, thicker book than what I got. It's much more of a basic bitch implementation. The second half of the book is great. That's all the kind of world generation, adventure generation, sort of inspiration tables and shit like that. That's great. It's just the actual game was a bit... Oh, is that it?
To be fair, anytime I hear somebody talk about using stars without numbers, cities without numbers, they're always talking about using the world generation, the tables and stuff. I never hear anyone actually talk about like playing the actual game that's included. They're always like, yeah, I'm like playing old school essentials, but I'm using, stars without numbers, like the world gen stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I can agree with you because I've run Stars Without Number, and I do kind of feel like because it's so big, since it's such a massive universe and it's not very codified or well defined or anything like that, the setting isn't very strong. I actually had to go back and buy original first run Stars Without Number stuff to get a lot of tables and ideas and stuff for places in order to run that game, which I shouldn't have to do. But I mean, it seems pretty good as a nice generic piece that can kind of fit for everything. I was actually considering using that as an alternative to Other Dust.
I mean, it's perfectly usable. It's workmanlike. I think the problems with it are it doesn't push the system far enough, and it doesn't seem to know whether it's a skill system or a class level system, and so it falls between, two targets.
Worlds Without Number uses a similar setup. It's a little bit more concise, and there is a lot better world building on Worlds Without Number, especially if you do get the Atlas of Ladder Earth to go along with it. I honestly think you need to check those books out next and review them. I know they're expensive, but I think you'll find a much better experience. I'm running Worlds Without Number now for my group, and just for fun, I took all the words of power out of Godbound, and I've given those to the players. So I'm mixing Godbound in with Worlds Without Numbers, and I'm still using the hero system from Scarlet Heroes, which is also in Stars Without Number and is also in Worlds Without Number. So the characters are literally, they're playing heroic fantasy characters with words of power.
Fus Rodar.
Yes. I do want to run Godbound for y'all sometime too, because I think that would be fun. Just to see.
We have the post-apoc thing to do first.
Yes, we do. We do.
I think the next game I'm running will be Gamma World, actually, for a one-shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, what edition?
The precursor to 4th edition, the boxed set.
Okay.
Oh,
which the rules
Rex
actually
Teal
worked quite well for in that case.
Okay. Rex Teal says he's personally more interested in Kevin Crawford's sandbox campaign settings like Red Tide and less host systems. Okay, well, if you go back on my channel, we ran 10 episodes of Scarlet Heroes, which uses the Red Tide campaign setting. So every adventure that we had in Scarlet Heroes is based off of stuff from the Red Tide setting. Even though I didn't actually include a lot of the Red Tide as a bad guy, I'm actually kind of saving them for when I decide to run it again, because since the Temple of the Bull that was basically holding back a source of the Red Tide has just been destroyed in the game. Now the Red Tide can actually start to become a bigger menace to Shakar and his friends.
Damn it.
There was shockingly little player death. There was shockingly little player death.
Yeah, there really isn't. And I think part of that is the way the rules are put together. The fact that the heroes get to go first always. That set initiative, I think, helps because the players always have the out. They always have the option. It's like, you get to go first. You always know you're going to get to go first. Therefore, you can assess the condition of your characters, and you have the option to run.
Well, Scarlet Heroes is also set up around being like very heroic.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's basically set up to like you could easily like run just like a solo game or like one character through stuff, and it'll be a badass. So
yeah. I did manage to wound the characters pretty good this last time, but
I played it somewhat with the basic expert. I almost got stabbed to death at one point by bandits, but for the most part, I was like whacking people.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, when you're dealing hit dice damage to everything, and most everything only has like 1 or 2 hit dice, you're gonna wreck ass. Hey, deleted scene, thank you. Yeah. I like Crawford systems, which is why I'm going with Other Dust for running the post-apocalyptic campaign. But I'm going to be basing it on Darwin's World. So,
do you want us to make up characters beforehand, or do you want us to make them up on stream?
Well, so far I haven't had any takers other than you.
Okay.
Oh, reliable.
Yeah,
you guys are usually doing it on Sunday, and I'm usually a little busy. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. I mean, that's the time we have. I mean, now Dying Breed was supposed to join us, and I think Ryan would like to join us, but we need to set down a concrete time for when we're going to do it, and then we need to stick to it. So.
Yes.
that was very, very concrete.
Yeah. So I'm going to be listening to input from you guys tonight and tomorrow. If I don't get a response back by, let's say, 1:00 tomorrow, 1:00 my time Central, I'm gonna figure that you guys dropped out. So. Fair?
Well, yeah, that's fair. My schedule's going to be the toughest, and so I mean, we'll have to see, because I don't want to impede anybody else's, whatever.
Well, we managed okay in Scarlet Heroes with people dropping in and out. You know?
Yeah, we can do it with this one too.
Yeah,
it's just the character creation is a little bit more involved than Scarlet Heroes, so it does take a little longer. But
I want to say I'll be down for it, but I've kind of got some stuff going on right now that it's going to be hard for me to commit.
Yeah, I can understand.
I got to find out what's going on tomorrow.
I understand. Greg, what about you?
No, probably won't be able to join on that, unfortunately.
Oh. Ryan, I know Sundays are tough on you, but if we start early...
Sundays are awkward. I'm got better shots if we start early than I do if we're late, but...
Yes, me too.
Okay, well, what's the earliest?
I'm stealing you Dying Breed on Sundays too.
What's
potentially.
that?
I said, and then potentially I'm going to pinch you on Sundays too. So.
Oh yeah, potentially. I already talked to my wife about it, so we'll see. And then we need to see how it goes.
What's the earliest you two guys want to start? You let me know. We'll try to stick to that. Okay.
4 a.m.
Yeah, we'll throw it in the private. I'm probably up way before you, so
yeah.
I'm probably up before most of you.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you're up before most of us.
Yeah.
Now functional is another question. So 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
That's why we have booze and cigarettes, right?
Right. Yeah. That's why you have caffeine. And of course, anybody out there in the audience who wants to play with us, just let me know on Twitter. Shoot me a DM. Say, hey, I'm interested. I want to play. And
except you, and you know who you are.
Yeah, except you. You know who you are. And we'd love to have you. Thanks to Grim, he actually was able to put together some little quick start rules for it and character sheets, so we can get those emailed out to whoever needs them and get you going pretty quick, so we can play.
What are you guys playing? I actually missed it.
Other Dust, but we're going to be playing. We're going to be using Other Dust for the rule set, but we're going to be playing Darwin's World.
Ah, nice.
So it's a world of water cartels and bandits and scum and strange robotic hives and just all kinds of mutated creatures.
The water cartel is the boss like Malcolm McDowell with a holographic head.
Not necessarily.
That's a deep cut there, but yeah.
no, that's a very deep cut. No, water cartels are run by creatures called the Mandarins. That's
pretty racist. Creatures.
Well, what do you call them? They're mutated people. So,
I call them the Chinese. You said Mandarin, so.
Well, see, that's part of the thing too. Is a lot of the game does have a lot of Chinese overtones to it, which is kind of funny. This is the second game that I've had that has kind of like Asian themes to it. But I can kind of understand in the case of Darwin's World because it's post-apocalyptic society. There were a lot of Asians, and of course they're assuming that the United States was probably attacked by China at some point. So
the Red Scare is real.
Well, what can I say? And just for fun, I did order the Savage World versions of Darwin's World just to see what new and different stuff they did to the game. But since the original setting was D20 Modern, I'm like, I like the D20 Modern game, but it is way too clunky. Especially for trying to run it over a set.
I like the way it handled classes. I thought that was really good. Strong hero, wise hero, charismatic
I like that
hero.
Too.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was interested in Rokugan.
Ooh. What system is that using?
This is using the 5e system.
Ah.
Look,
Ooh.
no one else out there like at all doing samurai stuff right now.
There can be good stuff that's 5e.
Yeah, like things and cantrips.
Yeah.
Grim, I didn't see it yet, but you just reviewed something Iron Kingdoms, and that is like totally my jam. I saw it right before we went on, and I was like, oh damn it.
Yeah, Nightmare Empire. So they finally detailed the Crixian stuff, which has been kind of, you know, that they're there and they're evil for ages. But yeah, it's good. I like the Privateer Press 5e stuff. I'm not as into mechanics as some people, and someone was commenting, telling me that the mechanics are kind of trash. But for me, so long as they fit the theme, that's fine.
And
I don't
you can
care about game
just
balance.
sort of make it fit, right? So
yeah, but yeah, if you get the Nightmare Empire stuff, you can use that to fix Spelljammer. So that's a selling point because it's got pretty good ship combat rules. Yeah,
you sold
in
me
that it's
now.
got
Iron
ship
Kingdoms
combat rules.
Fixing Spelljammer. That's a sold.
Oh, by the way, Ryan, I liked the picture of Leyline Press at the convention.
Oh yeah. I wish I could take credit for it, but Jim, I was not in England. One of our fans sent us that. They asked to remain anonymous for probably obvious reasons. Let me see if I can find it here.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It is funny.
Funny.
I did slightly edit it, just because slightly meaning I took 2 seconds to edit it. So let's see what I got here.
Wrong.
There it is.
I'm so wrong.
Sorry, it took me a minute. I wasn't expecting it. It's like the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
So I didn't doctor any visuals other than the name, right?
Right.
But yeah, apparently everybody knows who they are now, and that face, just that moment in time, is priceless. And I asked the person that sent it in to us. I said, I get it. It's a snapshot. What was the overall feeling as you're walking around? And there was a 2-word response, and it was Ghost Town. So they've dug their own grave, man.
That's UK Games Expo, I think.
Yes, it is.
Is it normally that empty?
It's usually pretty packed. It's probably the biggest con in the UK now, but it's in Birmingham.
It's Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Oh, with Brummies.
Yeah, it's in Brum. So it's a bit expensive for me to get to, unfortunately. And I kind of don't dare go to cons anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, you are very recognizable, so.
Yeah, and hated.
Yes, and.
Hey, while I'm sharing, I'm giving stuff away. I can plug that.
Ooh, yes, plug it.
Should I go ahead and give you my PO box now or later?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could rig it, because I would rig it for myself, because one of the 2 things that we're giving away through the 15th of the month in our quest to 1,000 is a miniature set. You know, me being shameless, I said, hey, creator friends, we're so close to 1,000 followers and roughly 1,000 downloads on Nerdcognito, which is a good metric. It seems like that's the magic number no matter where you're at. Nice. And I said, we really need to get there. Give us some stuff. And I was expecting, PDF here, maybe something there. It's been overwhelming, and it's still coming in. Even this morning, I had someone reach out and say, hey, shoot me your P.O. box. I'm going to give you 3 hard copies and 1 to keep for yourself to give away. So our giveaways are going to be running now through mid-July, August, because there's just stuff upon stuff. This is the miniature set. It's a goblin band of guys with their ogre leader that, if I were to keep it, would remain gray forever.
We can
we're
fix
also we're also giving away through the 15th a copy of Wretched Bastards and Temple of Flesh from our friends at the Red Room.
Ooh,
So
I want that.
we've got good stuff. I'm trying to just do 2 items twice a month so that everybody gets lots of time and lots of opportunity to get in. If you want to, I guess, register to win, just follow @NerdCognito on Twitter, and of course subscribe to the podcast on the podcast provider of your choice, and find the promotional post and do the stuff. It's the normal stuff. Retweet this, reply this, blah, 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 blah. So,
Nice.
Last month we gave away, I forgot what it was. Oh, Patty's Parlor gave away a free art commission. Like, it's good stuff, guys. So, on deck we've got a hard copy of David Gwill's Beast, Dungeons and Delvers.
Ah,
Losing
nice.
my mind here. It's just so much stuff, and but these guys are super cool, man. Where's the Jester? There he is.
Everybody wants that Jester.
Everybody wants the Jester. So,
I used to love the old Games Workshop Goblin Fanatics with the ball and chain.
Yes.
oh yes, yes.
They're
Those
still
were such
out.
fun.
They still
Yeah.
have them.
Ah, cool.
So follow Nerdcognito, find the promotional post, do the things.
Cool.
See, what you need to do, Ryan, is you need to paint them grey. All right?
Yeah.
I finally agree.
just spray paint it black and then spray paint gray over the top. There you go. I'll be happy.
No, that's
least
2
it'll be paint.
processes. That's
Oh.
that's at least one process too many.
There's
Ah.
too many steps. Too many
I
steps.
many
like
steps.
opening the box, and there they are. Ooh, look at that. He's gray.
Oh,
Or
no,
is it just the lighting?
I painted it black, and then I threw some white on her. I at least did the extra little step.
Extra steps.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could see. You went Zenithal, huh?
Oh, broke it.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. It's like this is one of my works in progress right now. Been using that new speed paint. It's actually pretty decent. I mean, this is a work in progress with speed paint. I'm gonna have to do some highlights using regular paint just because it's a commander type. But I mean, look at these. Grab this. These guys were all painted using speed paint, and once you get them based and sprayed and everything, yeah, I mean, they look just as good as any other tabletop miniature. I mean, like, now, can you actually pick the one out here that I did by hand? I mean, I should say by traditional paints.
Not on this camera, no.
Probably not.
Above them.
This one.
That's what I was guessing.
This one I actually painted on inappropriate characters. Everything else was done with speed paints. So I can say that speed paint, it works pretty good. It's not like the perfect stuff. I still have to use regular paint kind of along with it, but yeah, it's kind of motivated me to get stuff done. So, those guys are like almost 6 years old, and they've been sitting in my box to get painted for a long time, and they were just gray chunks of plastic. Now they're actually painted, ready to go.
Man, there's just so much stuff that we all have to get to. It's obscene.
Yeah.
What procrastinators we are. I should step aside. Look at all of the Masters of the Universe stuff I have to open. Right? I've got like 40 things that I need to open, except for one that I might not open unless
He's got to
I get
open
a second.
boxes.
I do.
Boxes.
That's hard work, man. See, and that's what
It
I want
is.
with my miniatures. I want to open the boxes, and boom, there they are. And one thing that that Wizards did right were their pre-painted, mass-produced miniatures, because lazy asses like me, and they were decent quality. You open the box and there you go.
It's so much better when they've been splodged by some Chinese sweatshop worker.
Yeah.
Hey, if I could hire the sweatshop, I would. I'm the first one there. I got a shelf full of board games. Here you guys go. Here's $20 and 30 games. Paint them up for me.
Here you go, Chinese sweatshop worker.
Welcome to Seng's Herbal Remedies. I am Seng. How may I assist you? Selling remedies is honest work. I came to America after discharge from Chinese herbal remedies forces to help aging parents with store. Definitely, I am now American citizen. God bless the allegiance flag. Chinese invented gunpowder. Yes, I know guns. Hold on, please. These are good remedies for many problems. No credit cards.
Here's what I'm not opening. I got Point Dread. So, yay.
Nice.
Is that for that War Minis game they did? Or
No.
is that just...
This was the first vehicle that they released in 82, 83 that they've never done since. So it's the Talon Fighter and Point Dread, which was, according to lore, what was left of a effectively Battlefront. So it was like a front line to Grayskull, and
and it attaches to the tower.
It does. If you want to attach it, you can. It'll drop right into the tower. It also comes with a little like turret that your quasi homosexual He-Man can.
So that's
an
82 original.
No. This is an Origins.
Okay.
But they did a limited number of these, so the only thing that's left now is scalp pricing, and I won't do that for Origin stuff. So.
Yeah, it's like everything else. It's like you're gonna pay through the nose through eBay. But.
Right.
I've always liked pewter miniatures from Reaper Minis and stuff like that because I just don't feel as compelled to have to paint those, and a lot of mine are not painted. It kind of has a weird medieval feel if it's just a pewter miniature that's unpainted.
Right.
I don't know. That's just me.
Well, one of the things, Greg, that I really liked was the T-shirt showed me how to do the Zenithal stuff. You know, you take it, you paint it black, throw gray on there, 45-degree angle, come with the top down white, and it kind of gives it that pewter feel and look a little bit.
Yep.
And I just want to say that he taught me that. I tested out on one kind of mini that I didn't really care about so much to see how it turned out. I showed it on the stream. He said, yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. And I just want to say I haven't done a single mini since. So I've got one that's Zenithal painted, and then I've still got like 400 or whatever that's just sitting.
It's a start. It's a process, man. It's a process.
It's at 399, sir.
Right. That's right. That's one less you have to worry about now.
Hey, Dying Breed's gonna co-host next week's Nerd Cognito.
Ooh.
And
I am.
I'm gonna bust his balls about painting miniatures now.
Ooh, do it. Oh,
You look like you've got any room to talk.
remember, that's not the only thing we can bust his balls about now. I mean, we always have this.
I have a celebrity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you're welcome, you're welcome, everyone.
I loved you in Fifth Element.
I know. I curse your name every time I see that, Victor.
Yeah.
Oh, poor old Brian.
I really
now you know why I lobbied so hard to get you, because I needed the star power.
You needed the cannon fodder is what you needed.
We do need to get a red beret for him. I will send him one if I can find one, just so he can wear it on the stream.
If you send me one, I will wear it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Jim's getting up for something.
He's got one, doesn't he? He does.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
It's got the Iron Cross on the front.
Yeah.
That's the umbrella.
This is the Umbrella Corporation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim has the
Or
thing for hats.
Or Captain Sensible, if you're of a certain age and remember The Damned.
Ooh, that reminds me, it's Rolento in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. No, Rolento is not in Street Fighter 6 yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he will be. I'm sure, you know, in the quest for more money, they will probably release him, and who knows who else.
My buddy, the Happy Console Gamer, made Mike Hagar as his single-player dude.
You could do it. I have not yet run into Zangief to train under him yet, so I don't have Zangief moves, and I don't have Jury moves yet, and I don't have the new Drunken Master guy, Jamie. I don't have his moves yet.
T-shirt. Can you do that like one, like flip 365 degree thing like in High Score Girl, where she does like the pile driver? Do you know how to do that?
On Zangief?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you use the modern control setup, all you got to do is just, you know, push a button and put a direction at the right time, and yeah, you can do it. Because yeah, all the throws are on command now. Wow. If you so choose. Not to mention they actually have a command throw where you can, you know, you just hit your shoulder trigger, and as long as you're close enough, you'll attempt to do a throw. They have taunts too, apparently.
It was hard in the arcade to do the 365.
Yeah. I am so glad you showed me High Score Girl. I love that show. I need to finish watching it, but I'm like 6 episodes in.
Yeah. Second season goes more into Darkstalkers, but that's okay. I do like Darkstalkers.
I like Darkstalkers. I have all the Darkstalkers games. Actually, I was going to say, too, I've been catching up on anime this week, and oh, man. It has been it's been a rough week, man. I mean, it's like Gunbuster 2. I cried my way through that one, especially at the end. Then I decided, let's watch Made in the Abyss. And fuck, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus. I mean, fuck, man. God. It's like, you know, and just when you think you can't take enough heartache, you know, then I went and said, oh, hey, I've never seen this anime. Let's watch Violet Evergarden. Fuck. God damn. I mean,
and then watch Elven Lied or like some shit like that.
I've watched Elven Lied before a long time ago.
Yeah, that'll still fuck you up though.
It will still fuck you up, yeah. But Violet Evergarden, at least Violet Evergarden ends happy. But god damn, it's so hard to get through that one. And Made in the Abyss. Whew. So I was really happy whenever I picked up, or when I started watching Campfire Cooking with My Absurd Skill, because that show is fun. That show is so much fun.
Gee, what's that about?
Well, you know how in an isekai, everybody goes to the other world and they have special powers? Well, this guy's special power is ordering online from his grocery store back home and getting stuff delivered to him instantly.
I think they're running out of ideas over in Japan.
No, I don't think so. That one's actually a good show. There's one that's coming up that's going to be really good. I can't remember what the name of it is, but the guy dies and he becomes a vending machine, and he's trapped in a fantasy world. And basically, this adventurer chick finds him, and he starts dispensing helpful items for her. So she literally carries this vending machine guy around on her back, and he vends helpful items for her.
I played that arc in Cyberpunk.
Anime was a mistake. Anime was a mistake.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And then there's one that's coming out in January 2024, which is Dungeon Delicious, where the guys literally have to eat their way to the bottom of the dungeon.
Oh, so it's like that one movie with the elevator. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. What's it called?
What's the name of that movie?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yep.
Spanish, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, Brazilian or some shit.
Very heavily like symbolic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's some great stuff coming out.
I'm an old school guy. I don't watch any of that stuff. I like old stuff that's like it plays like a Victor Gorchev expansion, like Spriggan.
Yeah, Spriggan is cool.
Fucking awesome shit right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Like that 80s, 90s, like when then it was like still all like hand animated and stuff, and somehow it still like looked better than like all the current like CGI shit.
Yeah. The people trying to sell us Black Aragon were pissed about Scarlett Johansson and Ghost in the Shell when the Japanese even liked that movie. That movie was kind of ass, but I understand why they did it. I kind of wish that it had made more money because it would have been nice to see some sequels. But,
well, the people that were mad about that haven't even watched the movie because it's actually literally a plot point that she is a Japanese girl who got put in a white cyborg body. That is literally part of the movie. They literally handle that whole plot. So it's like people complaining about Tom Cruise is the last samurai. No, he's not. Ken Watanabe is the last samurai. You haven't watched the movie, obviously.
Yeah, but or people looking at the title of a book that sounds like slightly AP and assuming that that's what the book is about. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I am glad that we're probably going to get an Alita Battle Angel sequel.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Movie.
Well, you say that, but with the writer's strike going on right now, I don't have any faith in anything going through.
Probably not, but I don't think it takes a very good writer to make that one work.
I'd say the Blade reboot is also up in the air because of Jamie Foxx. Or no, I'm thinking of Spawn. Yeah, it's Spawn.
Spawn. Yeah, the stuff that gets tabled is going to get tabled for a long time, I think.
Or they'll just bring AIs in to scab it all.
Well, the thing is, though, with Spawn, particularly Jamie Foxx's health.
Yeah.
He's in bad shape. Yeah, he's blind in one eye and...
Oh, I heard he was doing a bit better, but I guess not.
Yeah, I heard that the family made some sort of... And of course, it's a family statement, but the family made the statement no, he's fine, he's home.
But what happened to him?
He had some kind of attack or something.
Health issue of unknown origin.
And to their credit, nobody knows, right? It's a private matter.
Right.
Good for them and good for the family for keeping it in.
You gotta be careful with some shit, like these blood clots. One of my favorite StarCraft casters, what was his name? He died a few years ago from a blood clot that he got from sitting too long. And he was a tough guy. That guy was a bodybuilder. What was his name? I'm going to find it real quick.
Meantime, lard ass like me sits around for 17 hours playing Street Fighter and I'm still going.
That just goes to prove my theory.
Which
is?
In
control.
Exercise kills.
Exercise.
And then Total
Biscuit.
If you work
Total
out.
Biscuit. Classic guy. I love Total Biscuit.
He had cancer, though.
He had liver cancer,
Yeah.
and he beat it, or so he thought. But he went for too long without going back to the doctor to check on it. And it came back with a vengeance, and that's what got him. You got to go to the doctor. You got to get it checked out.
Yeah, that's a little too close to home for me, Greg. But yeah,
I didn't know too much about that.
I know. It's because I don't talk about that. But yeah, it's like if you eat right and you work out and you get healthy and everything, you can also die of unknown origins also.
Yeah, it's like how I feel after working out. It's like I'm coming. I'm coming in the gym. I'm coming.
Yeah, it's better than sex. You work out, you lift weights, and you hang around all these other sweaty guys, and you smell them all day, and it's wonderful.
So this is why you always wipe down the equipment.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to in the nice gyms.
With your tongue.
What? No, it's just sweat, man. Just lean into it like a little girly, man. Don't be a bitch.
Speaking of the writer's strike, by the way, did you see that George R. R. Martin joined, and then somebody on Twitter was like, for everyone else it was a writer's strike. For George, it was just a Tuesday, and it made me
Fucker, he's never gonna get that book done.
Yeah.
He's, he kept promising everybody, I'm not gonna pull a Robert Jordan. I'm gonna finish all my stuff. I'm like,
Him and Patrick Rothfuss, they have basically ruined epic fantasy for everyone.
Yeah. George R.R. Martin keeps attaching himself to these like Netflix shows and stuff, and it's like, what is his involvement? Did he actually write the script? Probably not. Probably somebody said, "Hey George, what do you think about this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's cool," and that's like that's all he did.
He cashed the check. That's what he did.
Right. Well, I mean, look at Kentaro Miura. Okay, I mean, it's like Kentaro Miura started Berserk back in the '80s and kept putting it off and taking breaks and doing other stuff and everything else. And then look what happened. He died and didn't finish the fucking manga.
Well, to be fair though, whenever he did work on the manga, it was like, drawing like 20 hours a day, like, while some other Japanese guys like whipping him probably. So, like it's a bit different still.
He had assistants and stuff to help him out too. Yeah. But still, I mean, it's just a case of it's kind of like, I understand, it's hard to get motivated. It's hard to keep the momentum going. Yeah. Certainly I, of all people, understand that. But damn.
And then once you get, look at for George Martin, I mean, you had the HBO series and stuff. It's not like he needs the money anymore, as far as I know. So that even decreases motivation more, I think, because it's like, well, I mean, it would for me. Just honestly, for me, it's like if I got that kind of bank, it's like, I'll get to it when I get to it. Today, I think I want to take a nap.
I mean, we covered this kind of tangentially on Tuesday, but we talked about how TSR, Wizards of the Coast, and White Wolf, basically we're all like companies started by little batches of nerds who didn't necessarily have a lot of women around and didn't always have a lot of money and shit. And then all of a sudden their products went boom, and all of a sudden they're getting millions of dollars in, and they've got so much money they don't know what to do with it, and they just kind of went crazy. I mean, Gygax had a thing with Booger Sugar, and we're pretty sure he played around. I'm not sure about all the stories that came out of White Wolf. Grimm knows about those, but I read accounts from Wizards of the Coast. And those guys were having orgies and shit in their offices when Magic the Gathering went huge. And I'm not exaggerating.
Well, I mean, you got to celebrate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing goes for Martin, though. I mean, he'd been writing shit for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden, his shit just blew up, and he got millions of dollars, and at a late age in life. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's like if that happened to me, it's like, you probably never see my ass again.
Yeah. It's like, fuck your last book. I'm just gonna cash my check and have fun.
Fuck your Sunday morning overdust game, and fuck Incognito. I'm fucking out of here.
Patrick Rothfuss makes me more mad because he claimed, like, before the first book even came out, he claimed that he had already written all 3 books and they were just gonna come out one after another, and he still hasn't done the third one in like over a decade. And then he also keeps like teasing it, and he keeps doing like little novellas set in the same world, and like people are like, just give us the fucking like the main series, you asshole. Plus, he, like last year or a couple of years ago, he did like a fundraising to like read one of the chapters of like the book, and it still hasn't come out. So people are just getting tired of his nonsense.
Out of a million problems that I would not like to have, having a ton of money suddenly would be one that I would definitely put at number 1 on my list of problems to have.
Yeah, fuck you, money is. I don't see any problem with it.
Hey, T-shirt, you wrote this? You wrote this really explicit stuff for this thing, and it blew up massively. You have a $4 million paycheck. Okay, you know what? Fuck off, YouTube. Just gonna go on vacation.
If I ever have like a Shadow Dog moment with like one of my Kickstarters, I'd probably take a break for at least a month or something before my next book comes out. So,
well, Victor, change your sex, and get all the right people, maybe some.
Well, that's the messed up thing. Like most of us, us creators that are currently in here, most of us could like leverage like our various identities to like be way more successful. But I guess we have morals and like pride, so we don't. But I could be like disabled, whatever the hell, like all sorts of shit in my Twitter bio, and I'd probably do like way better. But I don't want to.
Yeah.
I will take my shirt off right now for the right amount of money.
Yeah.
Look, if anyone wanted to see anything, I would be on OnlyFans right now.
Ladies, this is I. If you're into hand porn, I will show you all the hand porn you want here. It's like here's me gripping stuff, and imagine what I'm playing with here. No.
Do you have
I
lotion?
might be willing to pay you all to not show me anything.
Okay, that's it.
No, here we go.
That's why
We always
those
go with the
hands
pro
are so
stuff.
supple.
That's right, man. Gotta keep them lubricated for the joystick. Anyway, well, our 2 hours are up. Shall we close down? I know Ironcaster's about to collapse.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's,
All right. Vic, did we miss anything for you?
No.
Nope. Okay, just making sure. And yes, whenever that book from Lulu comes in, I'm definitely going to do an opening, an unboxing, I should say, and review it on my show. And I will probably invite you just so I have questions on it.
Sure.
Okay.
So you can call it trash to my face.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Well, I would never call it trash, Victor.
Yeah, not to my face anyway.
No.
He's got a much better vocabulary.
Yeah. I mean, after all, I'd do something clever
You
like.
got your scum.
And it's,
It's it's kind of it's not a shame necessarily, but it's like I wish we could have gotten some of the old guys like Fat Steven Seagal, like some of the Ward Thoth, some of the old guys on this 3-year anniversary. But not everyone can make it,
Not everyone could make it, I guess.
Was it
that's
announced? Because I didn't even realize it was the anniversary until I literally saw the title like 15 minutes before we started.
Well, okay. This actually isn't the actual day of the 3rd anniversary. I think I literally started this channel in May of I want to say 2020. But I celebrate it on in the first week of June just because it's kind of like I don't know just when I do it.
Yeah.
Because it's the first week I'm usually free, and I feel like relieved enough to be able to do it. I don't know. What can I say?
Nani?
All right. Well, if there is nothing else, let us close this down and just a helpful reminder to everybody out there.
Motherfuckers are the cause of my suffering.
I was waiting for that. We hadn't.
I gotta watch that movie one of these days.
Happy to be the curator of suffering.
Yes.
Just put that on your business cards.
Nobody's actually the cause of my suffering. I am the cause of my own suffering. I know that.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? All right. Well, on behalf of us here at the Weekend Geek, thank you for a wonderful 3 years. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for making us laugh and us making you laugh and watching our outrage on stream. And here's hoping before we celebrate our next anniversary that we're monetized. Because that would be fucking awesome. Yes. Fingers crossed. Yeah, cross your fingers, but better still, get other people to subscribe. I don't care. Like, hack your grandmother's password. She never uses YouTube, and have her subscribe. I don't care. Do what you got to do.
Just get me to 1,000 first, so I can brag about it.
You probably get to 1,000 before I will, Victor. I mean, I'm always surprised by channels that overlap me so fast, but it's my own fault, I think, because if I were more productive and putting out more videos and doing more content, I would probably get there faster.
You should be like me and go do from the car reviews of movies you just saw.
I literally saw a YouTube video the other day where the guy was literally repeating the shit that was written up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
As a review. And I'm not kidding.
And he probably got like 50,000 views.
He probably did, and the only reason I know that is because I read the wiki entry before I viewed the video, and I was like, he's quoting this goddamn wiki word for word.
Well, it's like people like the quoting who just read an article and then it's like, oh yeah, fucking like 6 million views.
Yeah, I like Clownfish
because he's
TV.
drunk.
They do that too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna read off like cookbooks now. I think that's be my new channel.
There you go. There you go. Well, I mean,
I read the recipe.
I'm addicted to cooking shows.
I like cooking shows. We didn't even talk that much about food, and we were gonna.
We had 12 waffles and chocolate anuses. What more do you want?
Yeah.
Donut kebabs.
I wanted the donut KY jelly to be a real thing. Yeah. Damn it!
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Ew.
That's a deep cut. Goddamn.
Yeah,
at least the Little Caesars corn cob pizza was a false thing, right?
I don't know if it was it?
Yeah, they finally came out and said that it was a publicity thing because they're bringing back their pretzel crust, and they were just jerking us off for a month, but it was a month, right?
Yeah.
Good for them.
I mean, and it was official Caesar's pizza stuff too. So I was kind of like, what? So I don't know. False, truth in advertising isn't a thing anymore anyway. So all right, well. Take care, everybody, and what can I say? We hope you tune in to us on tomorrow whenever we first attempt our first session of Other Dust, and Tuesday when we do Dungeons and Discussions, and we invite Victor to this one because we're not going to be sexually explicit. Other than that, hey, we'll see you around.
Good.
On behalf of the staff of the Independent California Motel, I wish you all sweet dreams.
supply of life. How do you look out the supply of life?
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.